Lucy and the Magic of Roseville's Garden. Part 1, Lucy's New Adventure. Lucy and her family moved to a small town called Roseville. Everything in Roseville looked old and had stories to tell. The houses were made of bricks and stone, and the roads were covered with cobblestones. Lucy felt like she had stepped into a storybook. On her first day in Roseville, Lucy decided to explore. She put on her favorite blue hat, laced up her shoes, and walked outside. The town was quiet, with children playing in the streets and old people sitting on their porches, chatting and laughing. As Lucy wandered, she stumbled upon a big building with tall wooden doors. A sign above the door read, Roseville Library. Lucy loved reading, so she decided to go in. Inside, the library was vast. There were tall bookshelves filled with books of all sizes and colors. Some books looked very new, while others seemed very old, with dusty covers and yellow pages. There was a smell of old paper and wood, which Lucy loved. Lucy walked around, touching the spines of books and reading their titles. She then noticed a special section at the back labeled, History of Roseville. Curious, she went over and started browsing. That's when a particular book caught her eye. It had a green cover with golden vines and flowers on it. The title read, The Secret of Roseville, The Wish-Giving Garden. Lucy sat down at a table and opened the book. The pages were old and had beautiful illustrations. As she read, Lucy learned about a magical garden hidden right in the middle of Roseville. The book said that this garden could grant a single wish to anyone who found it. But the location of the garden was a mystery. Many had tried searching for it, but none had succeeded. Lucy's heart raced with excitement. She thought, what if I could find this garden? I could make a wish. But what would I wish for? Lost in thought, Lucy didn't notice the time pass. The library's bell chimed, signaling it was closing time. She carefully placed the book back on the shelf, deciding to borrow it the next day. As she left the library, Lucy looked around the town, wondering where the secret garden might be. She saw gardens in front of houses, but they were regular gardens with flowers and trees. None of them seemed magical. That evening, Lucy told her family about the book and the magical garden. Her little brother laughed and said it was just a story, but her parents smiled and told her that sometimes old tales had some truth in them. Lucy went to bed, thinking about the garden. She imagined a place filled with colorful flowers, sparkling water, and magical creatures. She dreamt of walking in the garden and making her wish. The next morning, Lucy decided that she would try to find the garden. She knew it wouldn't be easy, but she was determined. She felt like she was about to start a grand adventure. With the ancient book as her guide and her spirit filled with excitement, Lucy set out on her quest to uncover the mystery of Roseville's wish-giving garden. Part 2, The Bird with Stories. The next day, Lucy woke up with the sun shining brightly. She wore her comfortable shoes and packed a small bag with a notebook, a pencil, and some snacks. Taking The Secret of Roseville, The Wish-Giving Garden book with her, Lucy headed out. She walked around the town, looking for clues that might lead her to the magical garden. She passed by old houses, fountains, and parks, but nothing looked like the mysterious garden in the book. Feeling a bit tired, Lucy sat on a bench in a small park. She opened the book and began reading, hoping to find more clues. As she was deeply engrossed in her book, she heard a soft chirping sound. Looking up, she saw a beautiful bluebird with silver feathers perched on a tree branch above her. The bird looked at Lucy with its bright eyes and said, "Hello. You seem lost. Are you looking for something?" Lucy was surprised. "Did you just talk?" she asked, her eyes wide in wonder. The bird chuckled, "Yes, I did. My name is Stella. I've lived in Roseville for a very long time, and I've seen many people come and go, all searching for the same thing." Lucy's heart raced with excitement. "Are you talking about the wish-giving garden?" she asked eagerly. Stella nodded, "Yes, the very same. Many have tried to find it, but only a few truly understand its magic." Lucy looked hopeful. "Can you help me find it, Stella?" Stella fluttered down and sat beside Lucy on the bench. I can share stories of those who have searched for the garden. Maybe in their tales, you can find your way. Lucy listened carefully as Stella began her stories. The first story was about a man who wanted to be rich. He searched for the garden, hoping to wish for endless gold. But he was greedy and didn't respect the town's history or the magic. He never found the garden. The second story was about a woman who was very sad. She wanted to find the garden to wish away her sadness. But instead of looking for the garden, she found friends in Roseville who helped her feel happy again. The last story was about a young boy who loved reading. He wanted to find the garden to wish for more books. But as he searched, he discovered the library and found all the books he ever wanted. Lucy thought about these stories. So, it's not just about finding the garden but understanding its magic, she asked. Stella nodded, that's right. The garden is not just a place to get wishes. It's a place of magic, history, and understanding. If you truly want to find it, you must respect its magic and promise to use your wish wisely. Lucy felt a strong determination. I promise, Stella. I want to find the garden, not just for a wish, but to see its magic and to be a part of its story. Stella smiled, with that promise, I'll help you. Tomorrow, meet me at the library's entrance at sunrise. We'll start our search together. Feeling hopeful and excited, Lucy thanked Stella and headed home, dreaming about the magical garden and the adventure that awaited her with her new feathery friend. Part 3. The Garden's Magic Revealed. The sky was still dark when Lucy arrived at the library's entrance the next morning. The air was cool and quiet, with only the sound of early birds chirping. As the first light of dawn began to appear, Stella flew down and greeted Lucy. Ready for our adventure? Stella asked. Lucy nodded, her eyes shining with excitement. More than ever. Stella began by flying ahead, with Lucy following closely behind. They walked through the town, passing by familiar places, but this time, Stella would stop and point out little details that Lucy had missed. Each spot had a story, a piece of the puzzle that would lead them to the magical garden. After what felt like hours, they arrived at an old stone wall covered in moss and ivy. Stella perched on top and said, behind this wall lies the magic you seek. Lucy carefully pushed aside the ivy, revealing a hidden door. With a deep breath, she opened it. What lay beyond took Lucy's breath away. It was the most beautiful garden she had ever seen. Flowers of every color bloomed brightly, trees whispered ancient tales with their rustling leaves, and a clear pond in the center reflected the clear blue sky. Stella flew in and landed on a stone beside the pond. Welcome to the wish-giving garden, she said with a smile. Lucy walked around, taking in the beauty and magic of the place. She could feel the history, the wishes, and dreams of those who had been there before her. Finally, she approached the pond. The water was clear, and at the bottom, she saw golden coins, each representing a wish made by those who had found the garden. Stella spoke, now it's your turn, Lucy. Toss a coin and make your wish. But remember our promise. Lucy nodded and took a coin from her pocket. She thought about all the things she could wish for, endless books, travel to magical places, or even the most delicious ice cream in the world. But as she looked around the garden, she realized that its magic was too special to be kept a secret. With her wish in her heart, Lucy tossed the coin into the pond. I wish that this garden becomes a place for everyone in Roseville to see, to enjoy its beauty, and feel its magic. The pond shimmered, and the air filled with a soft glow. The hidden door she had entered through slowly turned into a grand, welcoming archway. Stella clapped her wings in delight. A selfless wish. You truly understood the essence of the garden. Now, this magical place will be shared with everyone. Over the next few days, news of the magical garden spread throughout Roseville. People visited, laughed, danced, and enjoyed the beauty of the garden. Children played, elders told stories, and the garden became a place of joy and community. Lucy often visited, each time with a new friend or family member. She loved seeing their reactions and hearing their stories. Stella, now a regular sight in the garden, would share tales of its history with anyone willing to listen. And every time she saw Lucy, she'd wink and say, "Thank you for bringing magic back to Roseville." Lucy's simple wish had not only revealed the garden's magic, but also brought the community of Roseville closer. The garden became a reminder of the importance of sharing, understanding, and the magic that lay in simple acts of kindness. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe for more interesting stories.